Alright, so I have decided that I'll only make an update to the GitHub repository on like the final day when I upload for the week, so that saves time for more coding and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure this will be around the final week for this thing will just finish by the end of the week. So at the moment you see that I have the server being running are starting in a sense. So that's that's good on that side. You can leave that, and I also have this image here, and this is the image I'm going to place on. If I should open the mockup here, you should see that it has two sections. So what I'm going to use, a column system on Bulma to be able to outline this thing, because we have the outline here. I'm going to have a column here, a much larger column at least, and I'm going to sort out this area here, this button. I'm going to attempt to remember that. So we have this image here, and this is the image I'm thinking of using. Well, it's the one that I'm going to use if I decide to change. And the reason why I'm using it is because it has the white background, which will go well with the white that I have. So this is running, so I can just go over to here and refresh this, because I already opened it here. Just didn't, the server wasn't started or anything. So this is all we have. So the first thing that I want to go ahead and do now is I'm going to leave this open just to ensure that I have everything correctly. So in the home page, because that's what we're working on now, I'm going to clear this out, and I'm going to put a div in here, and this div will have a container class, which I think is a Bulma class, which are probably, I'm not sure, I think it's a Bulma class because I don't have Bootstrap. Not really a big fan of Bootstrap, but I think it's a Bulma class. And in here, they will just give us some margin around or elements on our page or whatever. Now I'm going to have another div, which is going to be a columns, but another class, div with another class, which is going to be a column class in here, and this is all Bulma. So now we're just going to have a single column, and I'm going to have another one of this, which is going to be a column again, which from here that you know that this is going to come out to be the the two different sides. But for this one I want it to be also so that it flexes with because Bulma uses flexbox, so this will just flex with whatever size or whatever. But this one I want it to be let's head over back here. I have it open. These are the size that I was working with. I think I'm gonna use this size. I'm just gonna copy it. So this is how we use Bulma is 3/5 and stuff like that, and that's how it works. So let me go ahead and I'm just gonna paste that here, and the Bulma style will fix it up for us. In here, I'm just gonna put a div, another div, and this is where the text is going to be. So I'm gonna have a p tag, which is going to hold some lorem text, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say has text center. This is a Bulma, the Bulma class that I'm not sure if it will work. If not, then I'll just use some normal CSS on that. In here, I'm gonna have a div with no class. I'm just gonna have an image in here, as I would have showed. This image here, so I'm just gonna go to the root directory, and I'm gonna go to assets / image1. So that's the image, and it is always advisable that you put some alternative text here just in case this does not load. So I'm gonna put image for now, but this is for like persons with disability or anything like that. So if the persons cannot, with visual disability or impairment, they cannot really see the image or whatever, so you have the description to show what the image is about. That's always a good idea to put something like that there. So what I'm going to do now is just save this thing, head over to the browser while it refreshes, and we can see the change. This has not done anything but center the text, so I am going to just put text whatever class, and then I'm just gonna say put some styling in here. For this, I'm just gonna put some margin on the top. So from the top, we're gonna just put around 50%. So whatever screen, well, not margin, on the top actually. I want to place one from. So this should give us around 50% from the top. I want it to be flush from the left anyway. That's why I remove the text centered. Nothing changed. What was that? Did I save it? I think I did. Here we go. So now this looks much better. This is a little bit off from the top. I'm not sure. Let me look. I'm not sure if that's it's a lot from the top. Maybe I have to crop this image. We don't really need all of that. So maybe I'll have to crop the image, but we can't do it from here. So I'm just gonna leave that for now. It's not really important for now, but because it's actually, this is where it ends, so it's good for now. Let me just go ahead and add that footer in there. So I'm gonna have a file, a new file, and I'm not gonna name it footer, just footer. I don't know. I think I could just put app footer, because this is gonna be on all pages. It's gonna be on all pages. So I could just put app footer.view. The reason why I didn't want to put footer is because footer is an HTML element, so that's why I don't want to have that mixing up. But I'm going to also put I'm gonna put a footer class in here, and at this point, I think there was a footer class documentation. I don't know. Most of the times, what I do is I just type Bulma footer and search for that. But in the meantime, let me just continue putting content here just to see. What I want to do is I'm gonna have a div with a columns, and I'm gonna put 3 of these. So that's what I'm gonna do for this. I'm gonna have 3 of these. Let me just push these over a bit. And I don't remember what exactly I had said each of these are going to be, but I guess this should be some links to whatever, and this will be based on the markup. Let me see, more links, I guess, more links, and in here this is gonna be social links. So we're gonna put some social media icons in that, and outside this should not be columns, this should just be column. Right, so let me just fix that up, and then I'm gonna copy all of this and put a div that's gonna be columns, and in here we're gonna have columns, and outside of here I'm just gonna put a columns dot columns. So dot columns. So this one will be this one is gonna be a p tag, which I'm just gonna put what is it now? I'm gonna put copy, right, and put the copy symbol, which is gonna be this, and long center, comma. I'm just gonna put ink for now, doesn't really matter, and I'm gonna say all rights reserved, and that should be good. I'm gonna put here, I'm gonna put has text centered. That's text centered. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put an H1 over it, but I need to also put this in here. So I'm gonna copy this and import it. Basically, that's what we're doing, and this is called app footer. This is also called app footer. Down here, we just have app footer, and that should do the trick. But for this, for the views, all the views are being loaded right here on the router view. So that's why I don't want to put it above here. I'm gonna put it below, so we'll have it under the bottom of everything. So everything that's loaded will be underneath those. So let me just say app footer, and that should do the trick for that. So once that is reloaded, now I have actually not loaded for. Let me refresh it. I don't understand why I'd have an issue. Why I'd have an error here. Oh, I get it. I forgot to put the comma here. That was wow. So this should do the trick. There we go. But this is not really put together all out. All right. So what I'll do to have this looking better is I'm gonna add a class to this. I'm gonna add a footer class, and I'm also going to grab all of this content here, everything here. I'll grab that, and I'll wrap this in a div which is going to have a content class, and it's going to have that has text centered. Something that I'm going to do to have all the text being centered. Paste this back here. I'm also going to remove this from here and put it below the footer tag. So, and it's gonna be has text centered. This I'm gonna put a class of column in here as well. So we know that that's a column, and let's see the difference that this makes. All right, there we go. So we have this being centered, this, and this also being centered. But you can see that there is a change, a slight change. Doesn't really matter that much, but that's about it. That's pretty good for me right now. If I need to make any major changes, then we'll just look at making some changes to this thing. But that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. But just remembered the button here. So just before I go, let me just go ahead and put a button right about here. So let me just put a div and just have a button class. Well, what did I just do? Just have a button here. It's gonna have a class of button. It's gonna have a class of button, and I'm gonna let it look blue. I think we can say is primary, and I'm just gonna say learn more. This will be a link actually. So let me see if I can give that a router link, and then just say 2. So let's see if that can happen. But I think what I'm actually going to do is this. I think I should probably put the class actually on the router link instead of making a button. So let's see if it works, then we work with that. But if not, well, it does work, so we can work with that. And I think this may need some margin, so let me see. And if there's a has margin on here, let's see if this has margin. I don't want it to be stuck on this. It doesn't, so let me just say margin and see if that will work. That doesn't work. I'm just gonna put some styling on my own on it. All right, so class of button. I'm just gonna put some margin from the top. So let's just say grab the button. It's just one button there, and then we can just put some margin. Margin auto. Put margin from the top. I'm gonna put some margin from the top to be around 10%. It's good. And look at it. All right, so this is okay for me. I don't think we had it centered on the thing, but that's okay for me. To be left aligned, yeah, that's pretty much good for me. So we don't really have to worry about that. I'm gonna change the text to black or white. I don't know. Let's see, color. Let's change the color to black maybe, or white. Probably looks better. I'm just gonna work with white. I think I would prefer the white. Let's just work with that. Or probably I'll change it to match this here. But the thing is that this is not on the button, so this is actually on the A tag. So on the A tag, I'm gonna put color to be black actually on the A tag. There we go. So or light gray, whichever. That's pretty much okay for me right now. If we need to make any changes after, then we can go ahead and make those changes. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.